Welcome back everyone. Welcome back to our channel. Today we will be discussing the last lecture on arithmetic progression, and today we will be solving some problems on the sum of an AP. So the formulas which we will mainly require to solve these problems are sum of an AP equals n by 2 a 2a plus n minus 1 into d, this is 1, and s equals n by 2 a plus l. If you know how this formula came, then please see my last lecture, it will be of very help to you. So where a equals to first term, a is the first term, what is d? D is the common difference, d is the common difference, and n is the number of terms or index of a particular term or index of a term, and what is L? L equals to last term. So I hope this is clear, and now we will start solving the problems. So let us start. So what is it? Check if it is an AP. If AP, find S11. So we have to check this 1 by 15, 1 by 2, this progression as it goes on, whether this is an AP or not. And if this is an AP, then we have to find the sum of the first 11 terms. So first let us check whether it is an AP or not. So to check, we need to check the common difference. So A1 is 1 by 15, A2 is 1 by 12, and A3 is 1 by 10. So from here the difference is 1 by 12, 1 by 12 minus 1 by 15. So this is 12 and 15 is 60, so 60. So this is 5 minus 4, so this is 1 by 60, right? And from the second and third, what is the common difference? 1 by 10 minus 1 by 12, so this is also 60, and this is 6 minus 5, so this is also 1 by 60, right? So yes, this is an AP because the common difference is coming the same. So now to proceed, we have to find the sum of first 11 terms. Okay, so we know that in this AP it is 1 by 15, 1 by 12, 1 by 10, and it goes on. So A here is 1 by 15. What is the common difference? We have just found it is 1 by 60, and we have to find the sum of 11 terms. So n here becomes 11. So right, so let us find the sum equals n by 2. Let us first write the formula, n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 times d, right? So sum is, what is n? N is 11, so 11 by 2 into 2 times a, so 2 by 15, plus n minus 1 times d. What is n? 11, so n minus 1 will be 10, so 10 into 1 by 60. So this is 1 by 6, or sum is 11 by 2 into 2 by 15 plus 1 by 6. So this is, or let me do it here. So sum equals 11 by 2 into, this is the denominator becomes 30. So this will be 4 plus 5, right? Let me check. This is 2, 15, so 30, yes. So 4 plus 5, or the sum here is 11 into, what is this? 4 plus 5, 9 by 2 into 30, right? So this is 3 3s are 3 10s are, so we finally get 33 by 20, right? So I hope this is clear. Let me check the answer if it is correct or not. I have a book. This is a problem of NCERT. Let me check what is the answer. So 1 4. Okay, so it is correct. So the answer is 13 by 20. So I hope this is clear. Now going to the next problem. It is saying that, show that an equals 3 plus 4n is an AP and find S15. What does here an represent? Here an is a general term, right? So here an is a general term. If we put the values of n, we will get a1, that is the first term, equals to, this is 3 plus 4 into 1, 7, 3 plus 4, which is 7. The second term, if we put n2, a equals to 2, so this is 3 plus 4 into 2 8, so this will be 11, and it goes so on. So to check whether it is an AP or not, we have to find the D. Okay, if D is coming constant, then it is an AP. Now you have already known what is the formula of D. D is an minus 1, right? In the initial lectures I have discussed this thing. So let us check if D here comes constant, that is it does not depends on n. If D comes here a constant, or if D does not depends on n, that means D is a constant. So then we can say that D is constant, therefore it is an AP. So let me find D. So D is an, so an is 3 plus 4n minus an minus 1, right? What is an minus 1? We just have to put n minus 1 in place of n. So minus, this is 3 times 3 plus 4 times n minus 1, right? So let me simplify it. So this is 3 plus 4n minus 3 minus 4 times n minus 1, right? We don't need this bracket, equals to 3 plus 4n minus 3 minus 4n plus 4. So here the 4n cancels, and plus 3 minus 3 also cancels, so 4. So finally we get that D equals 4. So we find the common difference to be constant, then we are sure that this is a AP. So an equals to 3 plus 4n, this is actually an AP. So it is verified. Now we have to see, it is verified. Now we have to find the sum of first 15 terms. Okay, so to find the sum of the first 15 terms, what we have the general term, wait a second, where an equals, what was it? It was 3 plus 4n, right? Let me just check it. It was 3 plus 4n. So 3 plus 4n. So for finding the sum, we need sum equals to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into D, where n equals to 15. We have to find sum of 15 terms. D we have find 4. We need a, right? We need the first term. So to find a, we have to put 1 in place of n, then we will get the first term, which is actually a1, or a equals to 3 plus 4 into 1, it is 7, right? So we have found a, we have found all the variables. So now we can finally evaluate the value of s. So s here is 15 by 2, since n is 15. 15 by 2, 2 times a, so 7 into 2, 14 plus n minus 1, so n is 15, so 14 times, what is D? D is 4, 14 into 4, okay. So what we can say, the sum is 15 by 2 into, this is 14 5s, so 70, right? So this is 15 into 35, so what it is, 15 5s is 75, 7, 15 is 45, plus 7 is 525. Let me just check the answer whether it is correct or not. It is problem 10.1 of NCERT actually, exercise 5.3. So 10.1, let me check. It is 525, so it is correct. So we have done the right thing. Now proceeding a bit further. Okay, now going to the next problem. So the next problem says the first term is 5, last term is 45, and the sum is 400. Find the number of terms and the common difference. Okay, so what are the equations we have? Okay, the equations we have are sum equals n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 times D, right? This is one equation, and another equation we have s equals to n by 2 into a plus l. Okay, now this is the second equation, this is the first equation. Okay, in the second equation we know L, right? We know A, we know S. So we can find n, right? So we can find the value of n and put it here. If we put it here in this equation, we know n, we know A, we know S. So finally the left variable is D, so we can find D. So I hope the approach is clear. So let me just continue. So first, sorry, it got vanished. Let me just write. So A was 5, L equals 45, S was 400, and we have to find N and D. So I hope the approach is clear. So now starting with, so S equals N by 2 into A plus L. Now putting the values where sum is 400. So 400 equals N by 2, that is A is 5 and L is 45, right? So what do we get from here? Or n equals, this is 800 by 50, right? So this will be A is 5. Okay, so this is 800 by 50. So we get 16, right? So n equals 16. Now other equation, what is that? S equals n by 2. Okay, S equals n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 times d, right? So here also the S is 400. What is n? N is 16. So 16 by 2, what is 2a? A is 5. So 2a plus n is 16. So 16 minus 1, 15 times d, right? So what we can get here is, this is 8. So 400 equals to 8 times 10 plus 15d, right? Or 400 by 8, this is 8 50s. So 50 equals to 10 plus 15d. So finally d comes out to be, or d equals, this is 40 by 15. So this is 5 3s, 5 8s. So therefore d equals 8 by 3. So the final answer is number of terms is 16 and the common difference is 8 by 3. So I hope this is clear. Now going to the next question. Sum of all the odd numbers between 0 and 50, right? So let me start. So the first odd number between 0 and 50 is 1. Okay, 1 is the first odd number. It goes on, and before 50 the last odd number is 49. So we have to find 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus up to 49. Now if you look carefully, each term here differs by 2, right? So this is basically an AP, because the difference between the terms are same, between the two consecutive terms are same, and here the first term is 1, last term is 49, and find sum of the odd numbers between 0 and 50. And now to find the number of terms, right? Okay, so you can see that the number of terms between for example, between 0 and 50, if we exclude the 0, between 1 and 50, there are total how many numbers? There are total 50 numbers, right? Now between the 50 numbers, the first is odd, second is even. The next is odd, the second is even. Next is odd, second is even. So basically, between these 50 numbers, number of odd numbers, number of odd equals to number of even. Therefore, the number of odd and number of even must be half. Like if there are 50 numbers, so there must be 25 odds and 25 even, right? I hope this is clear. So if 25 are odd, therefore here the number of terms is 25, because between 1 and 49 there will be 25 odds. So if we exclude 50, because 50 is an even and the last odd is 49, so the total number of odds between 1 and 49 will be 25. Okay, so now it is easy. We just have to find the sum. So putting in formula, sum equals 25 n by 2, 25 by 2 into a plus l, right? A plus l. So this is 25 by 2 into, what is the last term? L is 49, right? So a plus l, this is 50. So this is 25 into 25, which is 625. Okay, so I hope this is clear, but let me check the answers, because it is better to check the answers after every problem. So this is actually the 14th problem of NCERT in this chapter. So okay, this is perfect. So I hope this is clear now, and hope everything is clear, and I will later upload some important problems also for this chapter, but for the timing this is all for AP. So if you liked the video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for the upcoming videos. So thank you.